Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal in the East. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the New York Knicks. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Craig Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
So the New York starting five, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the power forward. And for the Raptors, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's quickly in at the point guard. Down low, and this game starts the elimination round for the NBA Cup tournament. Both teams won their respective groups, but only one can advance.
Yeah, this tourney can kind of sneak up on you. Suddenly, the intensity is much higher, and so are the stakes.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. And it's Barrett penetrating. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
Stolen by Quickly. Nice break. Here come the Raptors. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
The free throw drops for Quickly. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise, and with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. In the corner, Barrett with it. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
To the inside. Count the basket.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
So for New York, their last game, a win against the Magic. Pirtle finds Barrett. Teardrop shot. Not going to go that time. Towns with the defensive effort. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Pirtle sends it back. Yep, that one goes. Towns has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Onside, Barrett. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Now a look at the stats for Emmanuel Quickly.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And Toronto making a change here. Lobo's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Clarkson's checked in. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. Scotty Barnes is second. Karl Anthony Towns fourth.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Robinson's checked in for New York.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Now here's Brunson. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Mobo with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Here's Brunson, averaging 28 points a game, and it's not an easy feat for what this man does on the offensive end. Pass to Bridges. Robinson, a screen on Ingram. Bridges, no one around him. Out to Brunson. Tries again. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Raptors leading by 4. Ingram outside. Quickly looking it over. Here's Mobo. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
For 3, Ingram hits it from three-point range. Ingram's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
They've got Grady Dick. He's out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Mobo in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. 6 to shoot. Bridges passes to Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Stolen by Robinson. To the middle. It's picked off. Pass to Shed. Inside. The kick out to Barnes. Good on the triple. Barnes has got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto. And after this quarterfinal round of the NBA Cup, the final 3 games will all be played on a neutral floor.
And that's what makes this one so important. If you can make it to the semis, it's wide open. Whoever wins this game has a great shot to take home the trophy.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Ingram, he's checked in for Walter. And then for New York, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Robinson, and Anunoby subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Here's Yabusele. Bridges outside. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges sets the screen for Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dick.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you so much. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you guys.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Yabusele against Barnes. Girdle with a screen on Yabusele. Towns with the steal. And the dunk by Towns.
And you see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Barrett. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Brunson. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Yabusele. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Raptors in second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Dick's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. Dick finds Ingram. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, Barrett with it. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Hart. Knicks trail by 6. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Out to Brunson. Offensive rebound. Hart with the screen for Bridges. And Hart throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Toronto ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Taking a look at the Raptors, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in the championship discussion.
And shifting focus back to our game, the Knicks are right in the thick of it.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, damage. Establish yourself inside, good things will happen. That's right, Ernie, I said damage.
They've had some success, but they've been counterpunched at times as well. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
On the court for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. The lead is 2. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Ingram against Anunoby. A 17-footer. And it's Ingram missing. The Knicks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Hart kicks to Brunson. Hart with a screen on Pirtle. Good. Brunson, no fear down low. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Josh Hart is one of those guys who just seems to be all over the place all at the same time. I mean, he'll defend anybody, and when it comes to guards, there's nobody that rebounds it better than him.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Ingram finds Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Some solid defense from Hart.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Quickly setting the pick for Ingram. Back to Quickly, and stolen by Hart. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Quickly the pass to Ingram. Barnes screen on Hart. Ingram dishes to Barrett. Pass to Quickly. And again, no good by Toronto. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. On the wing, Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Now it's a 5-point New York lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Yershon Yabusele comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for OG Anunoby. Abaji pass to Mobo. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Shed. He has yet to score. Shoots over Brunson.
Since the break, they've really locked it down defensively, looking much more solid now.
Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closely. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Bobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Tell you what, I can't think of a more menacing lob threat than Robinson. He's big, he's got nice bounce, and he's physical. An ideal finisher on that play.
It's Dick on the wing. Shoots over Bridges, and we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Knicks as they score 11 unanswered points to close out the quarter. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Grady Dick is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Walter. And it's Mobo in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. McBride finds Clarkson. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. Clarkson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
They've bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
So for the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. He hits both from the stripe. New York leading by 7. Brunson with it. Towns a screen on quickly. Pass to Towns. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so here's Toronto. Here's Quickly. Now Ingram. Now Quickly. And stolen by Anunoby. Now here's Bridges. Got it to go off the glass.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
It's such a luxury to have a big man like Towns who shoots so efficiently from outside.
Hey, yo, right here.
Anunoby against Ingram. Yep, that's going to go in.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
The Knicks leading by 10. Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
Look, we know all players put a lot of work in the weight room, but Brunson certainly at the top of the list and uses that strength to shield off defenders really well.
Here's Ingram. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Off the glass.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Hard outside. Here's Bridges. Right side Towns. Outside Brunson. Clock at 4. Good. Lays it right in there.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Raptors trail by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for New York.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And so it's New York with it. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pirtle there for the rebound. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinals. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played with great pride.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.